So the owner of this house wanted to turn this bonus room into a bedroom. It already has a window, so now they wanted a closet. So super simple to add in walls after you get done. There are a couple different ways to do it. You can frame the whole wall and measure for 1/8 off of what your total is going to be. Stand the wall up and shim it in, but today what we're doing is we're framing in place. So we'll cut each of these studs to their specific height. So we chalked out our layout of the closet on the basement floor. We're using pressure treated wood, Tapconning it into the slab. And after we chalked our lines, liked our layout, etc., right now we're cutting our bottom plates. So that's what we're doing right now. And John is fixing these in. We're just using some Tapcons to get them cut in and fixed. So now we're going to do our layout on our bottom plates that we've installed. It's going to be a 5-foot opening, and so this isn't the same as when you're doing like a hinged door. If you're doing a 4-door or 2 bifold doors, you want to add a total of 9/16 to the finished product. So when you're framing it, you got to take in 1 inch of drywall, 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And then you want to add 9/16 to the overall measurement. So if it's 60 inches wide or 5 feet, you want it to end up at 5 feet and 9/16 inches. But then you got to add another inch for your drywall. You can measure with just a tape, and that's obviously super easy. But another way you can do it is grab you one of these little laser measurements here. And you're just going to hit it, see where you're landing up top, push and hold. You're going to see it's 91 3/8. So we're going to cut a board to that, and that should be a perfect fit. I usually take the line so that it's not so snug that you got to beat the hell out of it to get it in there. So since we're tying our stud into this concrete wall, we got lucky on this one. There's actually one of the studs that comes with the foam blocks. So we'll be able to fasten straight to this. This is where a laser level makes it super easy to get your lines right. Just put it at the edge of your stud, run it up the wall. I like to chalk it afterwards instead of like worrying about running in front of the laser. So that's what we're going to do right now. So now what we're doing is we're putting our laser so that it's in line with the outside of our wall. And this will allow us to mark our top plates on our already existing wall, but then also where we're going to be tying our top plate in of our new wall for the closet. So just like when you're building a wall, you got to interlock your tops and your bottom plates. So for here, we overlapped our short wall first, and on the next one, our top plate for our long wall is going to go here. And then after that, we're ready to start filling in with studs. Again, we use the laser level to make sure that everything is perfectly plumb, perfectly in line. We threw a tape to her as well, but it's the exact same thing, just your steps are a little bit different. We pulled layout on our bottom plate, and you can do this just like any other wall. You can put your top and your bottom plate together and pull layout. The only thing is we noticed that when we threw our level on here that this wall, that it is not perfectly plumb. And so we had to cut our tops and our bottoms just a little bit different by about 1/4 inch. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just set our laser level up on our bottom plate where we have our layout drawn, and then it'll match on the top, and then we'll just put our studs in so that we know that they're perfectly plumb. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and sew her on there. So now what we did is we just went to each of our studs and we got a laser measurement, 91 1/4, 91 5/16, 91 3/8. And so the whole point is now we just make all of our cuts, and while I'm cutting, John Boy's sewing everything in. And then to make sure that we're perfectly plumb, we take our laser level, put it on the outside line of our layout, and then it'll transition it. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it'll transition it to the top plate. That'll make it super easy for us to get it in there. We got all our studs thrown in there. Now we got to figure out door height. So these finished door heights, you want to add 1 3/4 inches to the finished height. So taking in your drywall, it's an 80-inch door, and now we're going to add 1 3/4 inches, so that's 81 3/4. But then you got to add a 1/2 inch for drywall. So those are just measurements to remember. And again, you add 9/16 to width for a double bifold or a 4-door, or you add 5/16 to a door width for a 2-door or a single bifold. So now we built our header. We made it super tight, but we got it in there, and now we just got to nail her too, and this closet is done. This is a super easy way, but it's more precise than building a wall and standing it up. If I was doing something bigger, I'd probably go ahead and build the wall, and then I'd wait to stick in my second top plate until I got it standing, and I'd leave it where it was about a 1/16 from being perfectly flush, maybe a heavy 1/16. And then you can either throw a shim in there or just nail it too, because the 1/16 ain't gonna allow it to move. But if you like this video, like and subscribe.